You know those towns that claim to be historic because a pirate maybe sneezed there once in the 1700s? Yeah, St. Augustine laughs in 450 years of receipts. Founded by the Spanish in 1565, this is the oldest continuously occupied European settlement in the continental US. Basically, while the rest of America was still just forests and vibes, St. Augustine was already busy building forts and fighting off pirates. But don't expect some crusty, museum-only kind of town. St. Augustine has a little swagger. Cobblestone streets and ghost stories? Yes. But also killer food, weird museums, and rooftop bars that know how to pour a proper rum punch. So if you're ready to meet America's oldest city with a twist, here's your guide to the real St. Augustine. This fort has been watching over the Matanzas Bay since 1695, and it still looks like it could take a cannonball. Made from coquina, a local stone formed from seashells, the walls actually absorbed impact from enemy fire. Translation: it's the original Florida fortress. Walk the ramparts, look out over the water, and imagine defending the town from pirates or rowdy spring breakers. St. George is the pedestrian-only spine of the historic district, and it's not just for tourists snapping photos. This street is pure personality. Ice cream shops and colonial buildings. Hidden courtyards behind antique doors. Street musicians playing everything from fiddles to 80s synth. Stop for coffee at Kookaburra, pop into the Spanish bakery for empanadas, or just find a shady bench and people watch. This place isn't just for students, it's a full-on architectural flex. Built as the Hotel Ponce de Leon in 1888 by oil tycoon Henry Flagler, it's dripping in Gilded Age glamour. Tiffany-stained glass, carved ceilings, 11 types of marble. Flagler didn't do subtle. You can take a guided tour or just wander the courtyard and pretend you're a Vanderbilt on vacation. Right across the street is another Flagler masterpiece, formerly the Hotel Alcazar, now home to the Lightner Museum. If you like weird and wonderful collections, this place is for you. Shrunken heads? Check. Stained glass lamps? Check. An entire floor of vintage typewriters, cigar labels, and music boxes? Absolutely. It's like someone inherited a wealthy uncle's estate and just kept everything. You can't walk 5 feet in St. Augustine without bumping into a ghost story. And yes, some tours are a little campy, but that's part of the fun. Explore old cemeteries, hear tales of the haunted lighthouse, and maybe spot a flickering light in a window where no one should be. Whether you're a true believer or just here for the storytelling, it's a must-do. 219 steps to the top, but who's counting? Once you're up there, the view over the Atlantic and the marshes is chef's kiss. The Lighthouse Museum gives you the full maritime history, and yes, it's rumored to be haunted. Ghosts and cardio. That's vacation balance. This isn't just another fried fish spot. The Floridian nails that upscale down-home combo. Think fried green tomatoes with goat cheese, or shrimp and grits with a smoky twist. And the vibe? Like eating in your artsy friend's southern grandma's backyard. Gourmet popsicles might not sound like a thing until you try Hyppo. These bad boys are made with real fruit and strange but perfect combos like pineapple cilantro or blackberry goat cheese. Perfect for that humid Florida moment when you need something frozen and delicious. Yes, the legendary fountain. Legend has it Ponce de Leon came looking for eternal youth here. What you'll find instead is a mix of history, science, and peacocks that scream like banshees. You can actually drink from the spring, just don't expect miracles. But hey, it's free minerals. Built in 1891, the old jail housed some very unhappy guests. Now it's a museum, and a surprisingly fascinating one. Cells, gallows, sheriff's quarters, it's all been preserved, and the guides lean into the drama. Bonus, it's on the trolley route. Double bonus, great for fans of weird but historical. St. Augustine from the water, total game changer. Book a sunset cruise and sail past the bayfront under the Bridge of Lions and out toward the Atlantic. You'll likely spot dolphins. You'll definitely want a drink. And the light? Golden perfection. Yes, there's wine in Florida, and it's actually good. San Sebastian offers free tastings and rooftop views with live music on weekends. Try the port-style dessert wine or just lean into the local muscadine grapes. And no, you don't have to know anything about wine. You just have to show up thirsty. If the historic district starts to feel a little busy, cross the bridge and find peace at Anastasia. Dunes, sea oats, nature trails, and over 4 miles of beach. Rent a kayak, watch the birds, or just lay out and do absolutely nothing. No judgments here. If you ask 10 locals where to eat shrimp, 9 will say Augustine's. It's been around since the 60s, doesn't take reservations, and yes, you will wait. But the fried shrimp are iconic. Add a side of hush puppies and some tartar sauce, and suddenly you understand Florida seafood culture on a spiritual level. The cellar upstairs at San Sebastian, classy. Ice plant, trendy with a prohibition vibe. Or head back to the bayfront and just listen to waves and distant saxophones while sipping something cold. St. Augustine winds down slow, and you'll want to wind down with it. St. Augustine isn't just America's oldest city. It's a layered, lived-in, sun-soaked storybook where the past and present throw a block party every weekend. You'll come for the castles and cannons, but you'll stay for the ghost tours, wine bars, and front porch charm that somehow still feels undiscovered. If you've walked these streets or climbed that lighthouse, drop your favorite St. Augustine spot in the comments. Or tell us what we missed. There's always another secret courtyard, another ghost tale, and another sunset to chase. See y'all in the next one.